question.
Who do I want to play today? I'm not quite sure. Let's see. I really like Windrunner.
Wind change is
Wind change. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Veruda, bringing you another League of Legends commentary. Oh, wait, no. This is Dota. I'm playing the Dota 2 beta. I'm not playing League of Legends right now. Why would I even? No. I'm playing Dota 2. I did get my invite from a friend, so if you haven't checked your inbox on your email, make sure you go ahead and do that. This game is awesome. I have been playing like crazy as soon as I got my invite from a friend. If you do receive guest passes, make sure you're using them. If you've got extra guest passes and you have no one to invite, go ahead and leave a comment down there so that we can spread those out. I mean, there's no reason to be selfish. If you got an invite, let someone else that really wants to play in. This game is great. Now, I'm not saying it's better than LoL. I'm not saying it's better. I am saying it's better than Han. This game is definitely better than Han, but you know what? It's not better than LoL. There are different aspects, and they're totally different games, and I'll play them for different reasons, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but straight up, this game is good. There are some audio issues, as you heard in the intro there, and that's just something to be noted, and if you are noticing little small things like that, make sure that you're telling Steam. Let them know that you're having these small issues so that they can fix it. Personally, for me, there is no better game out there than League of Legends. I'm going to continue playing that. I'm going to continue making videos for that, commentaries all the time, but do expect to see some more Dota 2 commentaries now that the Non-Disclosure Act has been lifted for this game. I can release videos, and I can share them with you, so that's very exciting. I am playing Windrunner here. She is an intelligence hero, if you're unfamiliar with her. She is kind of like Ashe. She is a ranged, not AD, if you will. She's a ranged character, but what she is specialized in is intelligence. So, although it sounds weird, you're going to be picking up intelligence items to make this character do more damage. She's not a strength hero, and you can associate that with more tanky. And she's not an agility hero, which you would associate more of a DPS type character. She is an intelligence hero, and she is a very, very strong pick, and if you're just trying to start out playing Dota, I would highly suggest this champion. Probably the first or second champion I ever learned to play. Has a lot of similarities to other games that I can reference in explaining this to you, and it's just going to be a great pick no matter what team you've got. She can play the support role, she can play the carry role, she can play solo mid, she can even play top like you see I'm doing here. This is a really good champion to pick up. Really fun to play. And why don't I even say pick up? Dota 2, you get to play all the champions. You don't have to pay for them with any in-game currency. This champion, fun as hell. So as with all my other commentaries for any game, I'm going to go ahead and run through the abilities, the names, and what they do. So first up is Shackle Shot is her Q. Very simple ability, very difficult to use correctly. Basically what you're going to do is fire a tether at a target, and that target will be bound to the thing that's behind it. Now if there's nothing behind it, it just is a simple, real quick stun. But if you shoot the target, let's say if I were to fire it upon the opposing Skeleton King and he's standing by a tree, then it will snare him and bind him to that tree for a longer period of time. So it's either a stun on a single target, or stun on a single target for a longer duration if it binds to something else, or the best solution of all three, see there I used it on Venomancer, but it was only on him, there was no one behind him to receive the second part of the binding, but if it does get two heroes, it's a double stun, and it's a very, very long amount of CC for a DPS champion to have. Really, really cool idea on this champion, I really like it. Windrunner's W is called Power Shot, and it's basically her bread and butter ability. It's what she's best known for. Basically what it is, it's kind of similar to Ezreal's map-wide ability, his ultimate, where he winds it up and fires a straight-line shot, dealing damage to everything in that line. Now, while it doesn't have the range of Ezreal's, it's on a much shorter cooldown, and it does do a lot of damage in one focused area, so it's a very good ability to add to her kit. You saw me use it there straight through the Lion and the opposing Venomancer as I run up to them with my E. Now her E is called Windrun. It's what she's named after. Basically what that does is it allows you to gain a lot of speed. You run very, very fast but anyone that's around you that is an enemy will be slowed. So while it does give you an extra form of CC, it's not something that you use too aggressively in a lot of instances. Basically what you're going to be using it for is running around, making sure you don't get those crazy stuns on you, making sure that you avoid that CC at all costs. Very good ability. It is an extra form of CC, so you can run past somebody, maybe trying to make it back to a tower, and that does slow them, but it's not like it's a hard form of CC like her Shackle Shot. Still a very, very good addition to her kit. Windrunner's ultimate, her R, is called Focus Fire, and basically what it does, she gains the power of the wind, if you will, and gains tons of attack speed. That attack speed can be used to drop towers really quickly, burst down some stunned opponents, maybe you just got a great Shackle Shot on somebody and it's time to lay into them. Great ability. The only drawback is that she does have reduced damage while this is activated, so you're not going to do way more damage in the fact that every shot's going to do as much as your auto attacks. You're going to do way more damage because they're stuck in one place and you're just laying into them. It's a very strong ability. You did see me land that perfect Shackle Shot on Skeleton King there, and I'm going to continue auto attacking him using my ultimate just to try to burst him down before we move in, as we have plenty of people to dive this, and we're going to go in there, we're going to take him out. He's going to lose his GA ability again. I don't know what that's even called. I do apologize for not having the correct term, but if you do think of it as a GA or as a token from Roshan, it's a free life. So we popped his ultimate. He doesn't have the free life again. It's time to move in on these guys. One thing to note about this game is that it's all about initiations and teamwork. So as you saw there, we had our Darkseer move in there, and then we had the ultimate come down from our Chronos, our Timekeeper, and then we're going to move in and finally take out the Skeleton King. And if we hadn't taken him out earlier, I wouldn't have been able to pick up that kill. So I'm currently now 4-2 and 5, although I did have a rather lame start on Windrunner. I died, gave up first blood, it just wasn't doing so great. Once the team fights started going down, my champion really shined. So my Darkseer teammate can just suck everyone into one location using vacuum. We can have Omni Knight healing on top of Darkseer, so a lot of burst damage is going down in that AoE. Chronos can jump in there, drop down his ultimate, start wailing on people, and the entire time I can just drop power shots, shackle shots, like stunning people together, and then using my ultimate and just wearing people down. Now, the one thing about the ultimate you do need to keep in mind, it does work with on-hit effects, but reduce damage with those on-hit effects. Now, if you do pick up the Scepter, you can increase the damage that you do. It removes that reduction of damage, but at the same time, it's kind of not worth it. We're going to build on her in just a little bit, and the build does vary. It is a very adaptive game, just kind of like League of Legends. But really, you need to keep that in mind. If you're going for more DPS route, your biggest cooldown is going to be your ultimate. You need to time it correctly, and you need to make sure you're using it on the right person. As far as item builds go, basically you can't go wrong with intelligence. Picking up a couple of the null talismans will do a lot of extra increase in your damage. And at the same time, if you pick up a magic wand early, you're going to have a lot of sustain. You're going to get plenty of mana. You're going to get plenty of health back. And then finally what I was building towards was a Lincoln Sphere. You can compare that to a Banshee's Veil from League of Legends. Basically just wanted to stop incoming abilities, as she is very fragile and she does do a lot of damage. The big thing to be mindful of is her location. So if you're right in the middle of a team fight and you're in a really bad spot, you're just going to get blown the fuck up, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's a very, very strong item in case you mess up, and I think that's a very, very good route when building champions and building against these CC-heavy teams that will be rampant in Dota 2, is just to make sure that you are not feeding, because it's very difficult to come back from a loss, or excuse me, very, very difficult to dig yourself out of a hole. Not a loss, but it's very difficult to come back. This game does punish people that die. One thing to note is that you do lose gold, so keep that in mind. Although you can buy back, keeping a ton of gold on you is not a great idea. So on that note, it's very, very cool that they added this different kind of stash. As you see it there, I do have an ultimate orb, which is plus 10 to all stats over there on my stash. Oh, that was a beautiful vacuum, plus the ultimate from our Faceless Void. I keep saying Chronos. I don't know why I do that. That's what he's called in Han. I apologize. Lots of AoE. I threw down a perfect shackle shot to bind them together, followed by a power shot, picking up the easy kill, then using my ultimate to continue dropping this tower. As far as the ultimate goes, it does lose damage reduction as you level it. So at the final rank, it's only minus 30% damage, so it is really, really good for pushing late game. And as far as build, adapt to whatever you need. Defensive is a good way to go on her. You can go DPS. really don't recommend it. Play safe, play with heavy CC, make sure you're working with your teammates with good initiations. There is a voice chat in Dota 2 now, and that is just great for people that maybe don't know each other. I don't think solo queue is going to be nearly as painful as it is in League of Legends. Anytime you join a game, you can actually talk to the other people, so very, very cool. I am very impressed with Dota 2 thus far. Although I've had some disconnections and I wasn't able to rejoin the game, I have no idea why, absolutely no idea. But right now the reconnect button was not working for me every time I disconnected. Now, I've seen many people reconnect, so I am kind of confused by that. But regardless, things are working pretty well. Only a few audio issues really are coming across. And for the final few clips, I'm just going to go ahead and let you listen to the in-game audio as we were going. We were having a really good time. It was a lot of fun. But thank you very much for watching. This has been Veruda. This is me been playing Windrunner. And I will see you out there, guys. Also, like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And, of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I'm almost at 1,000. I'm buying a new mic, so let's let you listen to the in-game. And I will see you out there, guys. I don't have this one. I'm in trouble. No! I'm in trouble.
No.
Using my ultimate. Ah! Ah! She wants to stun me using my ultimate. She would love to stun me.
Of course. Like the wind. Bye-bye.
Snared.
Here, have an arrow. You catch my point?
She frogged me.
Not yet.
This asshole. Wow, that's so much more gratifying than the other side.
As if there was
Yeah, it is.
Dude, the other side, like, the grass just continues to grow.